we are back with another video. This is an interesting case of Parimal Ray versus Commissioner of Customs. This ruling is pronounced by the Calcutta High Court. In this case, the assessee Parimal Ray imported boring tunnel machines to India. These are very huge boring machines which are used in making tunnels. As you can see the image behind me, these tunnel boring machines are huge machines. So the assessee imported these machines into India and they were exempted from customs duty. However, due to an error in classification of the goods, the assessee ended up paying huge amount of customs duty. So while filing the bill of entry, the assessee has wrongly classified these goods and had paid a very large sum of money as customs duty. The issue involved is whether the assessee will get the refund of the amount which is paid to the government due to erroneous classification of the imported goods. In this context, it is pertinent to refer section 27 of the Customs Act. This section talks about claim for refund of customs duty. As per this section, any person who is intending to claim a refund of any duty or interest which is paid by him or borne by him may make an application to the Assistant Commissioner of Customs or Deputy Commissioner of Customs before the expiry of 1 year from the date of payment of such duty or interest. However, in this case, the assessee did not file any refund application within a period of 1 year as stipulated in section 27 of the Customs Act. It took a long time, almost 3 years, for the assessee to realize the error committed by him. And after a period of more than 3 years, the assessee now filed a writ petition before the Calcutta High Court asking for refund of the amount which is paid to the government because of erroneous classification of the goods. The Calcutta High Court has made the following observations. It said, Section 27 of the Customs Act applies only when there is excess payment of duty or interest under the Act. However, in the given case, the assessee imported tunnel boring machines and they were completely exempt from the customs duty. So, in the given case, the sum paid by the assessee to the government cannot be treated as duty. It is just an amount which is wrongly paid to the government account. So, the court said there is no question of refund of duty as specified in section 27 of the Customs Act because the amount involved in this case is not treated as duty. However, in an interesting twist to the case, the High Court observed that though the amount paid to the government on account of erroneous classification of imported goods is not treated as duty, it is an amount which is wrongly paid to the account of the government. Whenever money is paid by mistake by one person to another person, the other person is under an obligation to repay back the amount as per section 72 of the Contract Act 1872. Section 72 of the Indian Contract Act is based on an equitable principle which states that whenever a person wrongly makes a payment to another person, the other person will be a trustee for the payer and he will be under an obligation to repay back the amount. And in the given case, the assessee has made payment to the government because of erroneous classification of the imported goods. So therefore, the government is under an obligation to repay the amount back to the assessee. And this obligation is a continuing obligation. And for this, there is no limitation, that is, there is no time limit for instituting a suit complaining about it. Therefore, the High Court has given a judgment stating that the department should refund the amount back to the petitioner, and this refund is not as per section 27 of the Customs Act, but it is in accordance with section 72 of the Indian Contract Act. So the High Court observed that instead of applying section 27 of the Customs Act, one has to apply section 72, that is reverse, of the Indian Contract Act. From this case study, we get to know about a principle that law of limitation, that is the time limit of 1 year which is prescribed under section 27 of the Customs Act, is applicable only with respect to the duty or interest which is payable under the Customs Act. But in the given case, the amount was paid to the government on account of erroneous classification of imported goods, and that is not treated as duty or excess duty. So in this case, the limitation of 1 year will not apply, and the government is entitled to refund back the amount to the petitioner, as it is not a duty but it's an amount which was wrongly paid to the government.